If anybody has ever given me good advice, it has always been, stop asking for permission to like you. Hey, hello, and hi. My name is Nikila Serenity, and welcome to my channel. This segment on my channel will be called Nikila's Serenity. And the reason I call it Nikila's Serenity is because, one, my middle name is Serenity, but also the definition of serenity is the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled, and what I also like to call unproblematic. This is a place where I want it to be safe to speak and safe to find myself and be proud of who I am. The core of this video is not asking for permission anymore to like myself, not asking anybody for permission to be who I am, not asking anyone for permission to respect who I am becoming. While we're speaking today, I am going to be doing my makeup, so let's get into it. I have my mirror right here, so a lot of the times as I'm speaking, I may glance over and glance back. Just know that I'm still here, I'm still present, just doing my makeup. We're starting with a clean canvas, clean face, and we're going to start with some primer, but let's get right into the conversation. What started me on wanting to talk about this topic, this specific topic today, is I wouldn't want to call it a beginner's life crisis because I'm not midlife. I'm 21 years old, but I'm having some beginner's life crisis right now. In January, specifically on January 12th, I went through a traumatic experience and I had open heart surgery. And I feel like it was harder for me than a lot of people in my life can understand. And the reason I say can understand is because how can someone fully understand what they've never been through? And that is okay. That comes with learning transparency, learning that though they don't fully understand, the people around me have tried their best and is still trying their best to understand. Since I was 17 years old, I have been working actively in the healthcare field, and there's heavy lifting duties that I have working in this field, this specific field, that I couldn't do anymore. Had to leave my job. I've been at this job for almost 2 years, and I had to leave with nothing lined up. No job, no other job to go to, no job to look forward to. But I knew that that's what God was calling me to do at the end of the day. For 5 years, 6 years roughly, I've been professionally doing music. And I say professionally because I've been putting out music for 5 to 6 years. Around the time I got ready to graduate high school, that is when I kind of slowed down on dropping music. Real life started to set in. I started to realize that high school was actually ending and this was not a game anymore. So I had to figure out what my next move was after high school. All my life I have been staying in a small community. And I've always been okay with that up until the point where I started to realize that it was kind of taking a toll on my dream career. And the reason I say that is because I found myself multiple times wanting to quit based off of me feeling like I didn't have what it took. Like, it didn't matter. It started, the good noise started to be drowned out by the bad noise. Like, there wasn't really any bad noise coming from outsiders. It was more so coming from inside the house. The call was coming from inside the house. To where it was like, should I quit? Should I keep going? I don't know at this point. Life is getting serious. And you find yourself in this space where you start to become insecure. And not only insecure in the career choice that you've been working towards, but you start to become insecure in your skin, like the way you look. Like, if your career has always been everything to you and everything that you've claimed, this is kind of like the only claim to life you've had for this amount of time. When that isn't going the way that you expected it to go, you start to feel uncomfortable in your skin. You start to feel like you aren't beautiful in your own skin. So fast forward, I'm 21 years old. I wasn't going to stay too deep in the past. I'm 21 years old. When I was 20 in January, I had heart surgery. And this was one of those times that I genuinely felt like I looked death in the face. And with me looking death in the face came this flood of emotion of feeling like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I really felt like I was gonna die. Like that, I've been in car accidents, been sick before. Hell, COVID was bad. But I never in my life felt like I ever had to look death dead in the face and be like, if I see you again and I didn't do what I wanted to do here, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be mad. Like, after I started asking myself, like, what am I doing in this life that when I'm older, I can look back and be like, I'm so proud that I at least tried. I spend more time being embarrassed of myself than I spend investing in myself. Let me say that again. I spend more time embarrassed of myself than investing in myself. How does that sound? What am I doing? And it takes for a life altering experience to change that outlook. I don't ever want that to happen again. I'm choosing this life for myself. And the only reason I say that is because I've been asking and begging for permission to like myself, for permission to be my own safe space, for permission to love what I do, for permission to chase after what I do. I'm asking for permission to like my own music. And then it's crazy because you always feel like you're asking for permission from your inner circle. Like, I don't feel like I have to beg outsiders to appreciate what I do. Once it feels like you're always begging the people who are supposed to unconditionally love you to like you, or like what you do, or respect your movement, that's a problem. That's almost like not something that could be fixed. And the reason I say that is because this is where those monitoring spirits start to try to pull strings in your life. For anybody that knows me, no. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to be spiritual to know that monitoring spirits or energy can be around you. Or just plain out people that feel like you can't do XYZ because it's you. It just seems like when you are not there already, it feels so impossible. So you look to other people and you're asking these other people like, hey, do you like who I am? Bro, I have to stop being done asking for permission to like myself. Because it gets to a point where are you ever going to like yourself? And if you never like yourself, are you ever going to chase what you want for real? I'm always freaking asking somebody for permission to like myself. Like, I never just like me because I like me. Somebody else has to like me in order for me to like me. I'm highly insecure about my dreams. I'm highly insecure that this dream belongs to me anymore. And then we're going to go back to the monitoring spirits, because I feel like this is so important to talk about, or monitoring energies to talk about, because I didn't start feeling like this. And I'm being so honest when I say this. I did not start feeling this way, or I didn't start having these emotions until I had a certain someone in my space all the time. There was a person in my life that constantly made me feel like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I remember always supporting this person, but it's almost like this person was trying to destiny swap with me. And every time this person would be around, it's almost like my creative flow will just never be the same. Like, it's almost like this automatic filter comes from wherever it comes from. And like every time this person is in my vicinity, I could never really put my head towards being creative or creating anything for that matter. Like, I don't know if it was God filtering me, or like this person is draining you, but like I never felt like I was questioning my destiny, or questioning what was next for me, or questioning what I was put here or placed here to do, until this person came around and started just sucking the life out of me. I couldn't recognize my writing style. It got to a point where me and this person, we decided to go our separate ways. For a long time, I still had trouble kind of accepting my fate again, like accepting my own destiny again, accepting my destiny for what it was and what it was before that person came around. I started to realize, oh damn, girl, you done got destiny swap, girl. Getting destiny swap for something you've been doing since you were 5, that's not nothing light to me. It really can disturb your peace, for real. Like, you don't know if your destiny gonna come back or not. So now you're trying to find new things to do. And then it starts to be this thing where you're not proud of anything that you do. You don't finish anything that you do because you're not proud of it. I went to school. I went to college at least 3 to 4 times. Never wanted to finish because I just knew that's not what I was supposed to be doing. It's like every time that I'm doing something I know doesn't feed my destiny, I get to asking questions. And that's when I know I'm doing the wrong thing. Do you like me? Do you like what I do? Do you think I should do this? Is this the wrong thing for me to do? Do you like my music? Do you like my business? Do you like this picture? Like, for a very long time, I did not know if I was ever going to like me ever again. Or if I was ever really honestly going to be myself again. I genuinely stopped knowing who I was. And a while ago, I realized that I wanted to pick back up on YouTube And in order to do YouTube, you have to have content ideas. I'm getting these content ideas and I'm liking them a lot. But every time I shoot a video, right, I will talk about the concept about the video, and then I will go off into ways that I think people want me to act. And it was very, very uncomfortable for me to watch. Like, maybe people want me to be funny. Maybe people want this. Maybe people want that. Even when it came to my music, like, I started changing my music. Maybe people want to hear this. Maybe I want to make this. Maybe people gonna listen to what I put out because I actually put my hard work into it in my heart. Maybe I want to talk like this because this is exactly who I am. I'm very intelligent. I'm trying to get out of a thing where I'm cursing all the time. So why would I make a video cursing up a storm and trying to be funny? And it's like, that's not even, come on, you doing what you think people want you to do. And there's people out there that's going to rock with you regardless. You either going to watch it or you're not going to watch it. People are either going to like my music or they're going to hate it. I cannot change myself just to sway the next person into liking my music. I like my music. To me, that's starting to be all that matters. If anybody has ever given me good advice, it has always been, stop asking for permission to like you. So, asking for permission to like you is a form of people pleasing. And it seems like the only way to stop doing it is to plain out just stop doing it. Yes, a lot of things in life are easier said than done. But when it comes to you and the way you allow people to treat you and the way you treat yourself, because we will blame a lot of people for everything if we could. If I could blame somebody for everything that has went wrong in my life, I would. Honestly, once you allow yourself to get out of your own way, emotionally you start to thrive, and you start to become a completely different person, to the point where the people that aren't supposed to move on with you in your life won't. And everybody's not always the problem. Like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays lack a lot of self-conviction. And I'm gonna tell you why. What I realized is a lot of preachers nowadays are trying to be motivational speakers. And they aren't giving the real. The real is that a lot of us need self-conviction in order to grow. A lot of us need to get out of our own space, get out of our own way in order for us to grow. A lot of us need to stop talking to people the way we feel like it in order to grow. We do a lot of things on this earth, and then we turn around and lack every bit of self-conviction needed. A lot of the times we stand in our own way. Personally, I feel like nobody stands in the way of your own success more than you do. Doors will open if you allow them to, but also doors will close if you don't walk through them. With that being said, nobody's at fault for your failures but you. And every time you fail, that does not necessarily mean that you're at rock bottom. That also doesn't mean that you are not responsible for getting up. As soon as you accept defeat, just know those will be your circumstances. Those will be your circumstances. All because you didn't want to listen to yourself and trust yourself and stop asking for permission to trust your own judgment, trust yourself, trust your plan. Every time we don't trust our own plan, we go and tell those monitoring spirits our plans. Every time we don't trust our own judgment and our own plan, and we don't trust ourselves and respect our own judgments, we go and tell those monitoring spirits our plans just so we can get another input. And then you know what they do? I don't feel like you can do this if you don't do this. I don't think you can grow or elevate like that in that way. Then guess what happens? That thought creates a life of its own in your head. It sits there and it festers in your brain, and it creates a life of its own. It has its own apartment, has its own department in your head, own drawer, everything in your head, all because you were asking for permission to trust yourself, like your plan, love what you have in store. We have to stop asking for permission to like ourselves and stop asking other people to see a vision that you created only in your head. It's your vision. You created it. You love it. You want to chase it. It's your dream. This has been your dream. Chase that dream. Be a part of your own community and say, I don't care what this person thinks, this person thinks. I don't care if nobody support my dream. Last time I checked, I didn't ask anybody to be a part of it with me. But if you support me, I love you. If you don't, it just is what it is. But also stop talking about your plans if you know you're working on becoming better with liking yourself. If you know that you are not 100% in a space where you trust your own judgment and you trust yourself and you love what you do and you love the career choice you have chosen and picked for yourself, then let's keep it to ourselves until it's ready to display to the world. Thank you guys for watching my channel. I hope you like the makeup look. I don't know if I really like the color of my foundation. I was trying out the Even Better Clinic Serum Foundation. It's supposed to be matte. It's supposed to be matte, like full coverage. I don't know. I think the undertone is a little bit too blue for my skin. I do think the blush and the bronzer and stuff helped out a little bit, but I think I'm still liking the Fit Me just a little bit better than this. Like Fit Me, I don't know what it is about Fit Me foundation and they powders. They just eat down. Like, I don't know. But this is the face. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Comment any video ideas you guys have that you want me to sit down and talk about with you guys. I would love to. Once again, I am Nykeela Serenity, and this is episode 1 of Nykeela's Serenity.